5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec IV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Vois sur les blocs, c'est que je veux pas en civil. Y'a ceux qu'on écoute et y'a ceux qui ont l'argent, puis y'a ceux qui ont la flemme. T'es natif de Chicoutimi, mais sans pas tes excuses bidons. T'assumes pas mais t'écoutes Evic, yeah. Tranche de bacon. Les médias, man, pour ça y'a pas de doute, yeah. Bah moi j'ai percé où y'avait pas de bout, yeah. YouTube, rap, sur quel pied je danse, en vrai je sais pas. Je sais qu'à la base on me voyait, je mets des skate cars. Et 10 ans plus tard, tous les 3 mois je suis aux States, LA, Beach, 5 4 snap. Demain j'arrête si je veux. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Road J. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Road J. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Lobby Sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec IV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec IV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Vois sur les blocs, c'est que je veux pas en civil.
I might slip.
And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual one.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
Now, here's Fox. From 10 feet out, uses the glass to drop it in.
Showing he has confidence from that area to do some damage.
To the middle. Carter down low. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Fox. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
When the game starts to slow down for younger players, you know they're starting to feel confident about how they go about their business. Fox with a good decision there.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The drive by Bagley.
Just have to appreciate how hard he's going at it right now. Bagley up there.
Porter at the elbow. Over Barnes. Hits the front of the rim and out. Got a piece of it. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now here's Hield. Pass to Bialica. Shot clock at 5. And White with the stuff.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Here's White. Sacramento making their last shot. Pass to Levine. Overhealed. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
.153 left to play here in the first. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Levine inside the three-point line. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Levine's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. So you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the night. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. They trail by 1.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now here's Joseph. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Kings. Now the Bulls with it. And Levine, here we go. Count the basket. He's got 10.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And it's Joseph in the corner. White with it. Picked up by Joseph. And here comes White, leading the fast break. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Left side, Levine. Back to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Pass to Levine. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Parker at the elbow. Over Markkanen. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Now here's White. Down low. Here's Carter. Pass to Porter. Outside, Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Bangs home the trifecta. Markkanen's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. Outside, Joseph. Out to Parker. Pass to Holmes. Back to Parker. Second chance shot. Holmes, good.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season one to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season one to season two, and given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. Levine can't hit.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Bjelica with the bucket.
How about that? Bjelica rising up and firing. That's a confident-looking shot.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Bjelica. Porter with the steal. Levine looking around, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Pass to Porter. On the wing, Levine. 10 points for him. Back to Porter.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
And it's Carter missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yep, that one goes. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Pass to Porter. Outside, White. Just 4 to shoot. They get it back from deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So both teams changing it up here. Sacramento trails by 3. Here's Fox. Here's Bagley. The kick out to Fox. The second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Fox has got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Dunn. Basket good. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And the explosion to the hoop. Dunn finishing in style.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. That one good for 2. He's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Harrison. Back to Dunn. Here's Gafford. Bagley with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Here's Fox. Off target at the rim.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
And that one drops. Bagley's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Kings.
This is kind of where I feel like his comfort zone is, as Bagley hurts the defense from there.
Dunn misses.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Dunn. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Now Valentine. Shot clock at 6. From the corner. Dunn misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. But now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers. Chicago trails by 12. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Young's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player,
Superstar,
but
right.
you know the role that he had for
Yes,
the
I
teams
do.
that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
Now here's Bazemore. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Fox. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Count that bucket.
Just grown man work from Dunn inside. His incredible athleticism really helping get him these types of shots.
Here's Fox. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Fox, no good. Chicago trails by 9. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Dunn. Guarded by Holmes. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Sacramento making a switch here. Here's Dunn. Young, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And now, in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Plays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Barnes knows in this offense he's got to get out on the break. That time, does it well.
And so it... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Chicago trails by 11. Young with no one around. And it's Fox with the rebound. It's Bjelica. Good on the bucket. Bjelica's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Gafford. And another fast break for Sacramento. Here's Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Kings lead by 15. Pass to Gafford. And it's Young at the elbow. To the inside. Good D by Barnes.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The kick out to Young. Shoots from the corner. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Fox. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Such a long road to recovery from Harry Giles, but so many people rooting for Harry when it is that he makes some kind of plays that remind you of when Giles was one of the top recruits coming out of his high school class, one that included De'Aaron Fox and also Jason Tatum.
The kick out to Porter. White looking around. Pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. Back to White. The 3. Trying to get open is Carter. Now here's Levine. From deep three-point range. Again, Levine missing. And as you said, Brent, with Giles, the potential is there. And that's why they drafted him.
Well, they still think that they're going to explore the massive upside to what Harry Giles represents. Great size, great skill, and it's about him just feeling more and more confident in the health of his body to be able to produce like we've seen on some nights here, Kevin.
And here are the Kings now after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Outside, Fox. Over Levine. Here's Bagley. It's Fox atop the key. Tries again. And Bielitsa lays it up and in. Bielitsa's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Bielitsa is a weapon because of his efficiency from out there.
Quarter outside. That's tipped. Back to White. Here's Levine. Bagley with the block.
Bagley timing that one well and intimidating.
To the paint. The kick out to Fox. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Kings lead by 20.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Pass to Carter. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Sacramento.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Here's Farrell after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Now here's Hield. Shoots the 3. The putback. And Bagley able to finish.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
And here is Hield after the 3-pointer from Zach LaVine. Hield. And it's blocked.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to White. Takes a 3. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Hield with it. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
Bottles all in the section. Lately I've been counting money every single second. Older brother used to. Now he carry his baby, I call it precaution. How blue bottom wasn't overnight. Skin on my teeth, I swear I made it like an overbite. Yikes. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. And if you ain't heard about me, then you gon' know tonight. I'm a big boss on them, I've been grinding. I believe in manifesting perfect timing. I've been looking at the clock, like what the time is. Start to see my dreams with open eyelids. Got me like, oh. I remember days when I was hopeless. I just need some time for me to focus. Came up from the bottom and you notice. Like I changed up on them when they recognized me. I've been at it for a long time, so you know it's go time when they finally recognize me. Like I changed up on them when they recognized me. I'm a star, how could I not shine on them? I'ma get fly on them, hope you recognize me. Pray to the Lord, told them thanks in advance. Need a new whip and a place for the fam. Think on the plan. If you on the other side, better stay where you stand. Models up in the section. Lately I've been counting money every single second. Every morning I wake and count up the blessings. That's the only way to turn the L into a lesson. How I grew up on them wasn't overnight. Skin on my knee from the time I stole my bike. I've been dreaming about this moment all my life. And if you ain't know about
And tonight, a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for coaches, to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
Here's Bagley. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And stolen by White. Levine wide open. Nets the corner three.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Bielitsa. Latre. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
You get three, Bielitsa wants three back, and he'll get them.
Here's White. Up top, Porter. Carter on the wing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And it's Bagley at the elbow. Chicago grabs the miss.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now, here's Fox. Healed from outside. Here's Barnes. Left side, Bagley. That shot wide open.
Like to see him take it there. Marvin Bagley, confident play.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina, Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Here's Fox. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Pass to Carter. Back to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's his first trip to the line. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Carter. Three-pointer. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Joseph looking around. And it's White with the rebound. .1:15 left in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Joseph.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. Outside, White. Pass to Levine. Clock at 6. Here's the three.
Bogdanovich pretty good at making some things tough for his man. Very active on the defensive end.
Connects on the 9-footer. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside, White. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
And both free throws good for White. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Giles. Parker, right side. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Goes back up. Misses the baby hook. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That one goes. Count it. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the game to go. And here are the Bulls now.
Such a long road to recovery from Harry Giles, but so many people rooting for Harry when it is that he makes some kind of plays that remind you of when Giles was one of the top recruits coming out of his high school class, one that included De'Aaron Fox and also Jason Tatum.
Here's White, and the Bulls with another miss. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Zach LaVine. And as you said, Brent, with Giles, the potential is there, and that's why they drafted him.
Well, they still think that they're going to explore the massive upside to what Harry Giles represents. Great size, great skill, and it's about him just feeling more and more confident in the health of his body to be able to produce like we've seen on some nights here, Kevin.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Now here's White. Levine feeling it out a bit to halt the run. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Snatched up. And here's Levine. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around.
Come on.
And again, no good by Chicago. Ahead. And Fox gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Kings lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hield outside. Fades and shoots. It's Bjelica. They kick out to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, for Bjelica, he's not the most athletic player on the floor, but Brent, he produces.
Yeah, Bjelica, one of those guys who can flow into a transition and stop 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and drill you from there. So a nice guy as a secondary option on the break is Bjelica.
Here's Dunn. Cans the tough leaner from the outside.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by Sacramento.
Barnes outside. Pass to Bjelica. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got the lead up to 11 now for Sacramento. Now the Bulls with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Back to Dunn. Off target with his 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Fox looking it over. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Kings lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Chicago trails by 13. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Kings leading now by 11 to the middle. Bagley. Barnes outside. A pass to Fox. 5 to shoot. Here's Bagley.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Young. Good on the bucket. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Now, here's Fox. 8 points for him.
Pick coming. Get there.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Pretty good. The dribble set that up, got some space, and then knocked it down.
In the corner, Valentine with it. There's the triple. Here's Gafford. In the corner, Valentine with it. Back to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the shot clock. Gafford. The layup off target.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Rejected by Young. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Timeout called by the Kings. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Sacramento. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Chicago foul call.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his third foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Parker with it. And Young picks him up defensively.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Pass to Valentine. Here's Harrison. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Harrison's got his first points in this one. Now Parker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Holmes can't get it to go in.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Pass to Gafford. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Bazemore with it. Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Young. Here's Holmes. .43 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Gafford. And here is Dunn. They get a hand on it. Puts up a three. That one, no good. Sacramento leading by 6. Bogdanovich. And that one is good. Bogdanovich has got 9.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
To the wing right side. Pass to Dunn. And here's Young from the arc. It's good from long range. Young's got 10 points here in the second half. A three from Bogdanovich. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Sacramento. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's the Kings with the ball, leading by 5. Joseph down low. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, this is the level of activity that you want from Marvin Bagley. Relentless tonight on the offensive glass.
Shoots from the corner. Dunn misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Oh, that's offensive interference. Sacramento making a switch here. Chicago trails by 7. Pass to Gafford. Valentine with it. Bagley with the rebound. Now here's Barnes. And here is Bjelica, defended by Young. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Now, De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Pass to Young. Launches a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And stolen by Dunn. Now Valentine. Bagley with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
Chicago calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First one falls for him. Carter hits them both. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the King. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Hield.
And you can see the commitment already here defensively by Markkanen, not allowing his man to get comfortable. Love the fact that he's working on it.
They get it back. Levine. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Fox gets it to go.
Well, trying to figure out ways to score through contact, De'Aaron Fox does not back down.
Over to the wing. Here's White. Good on the triple.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly as for White.
Now here's Hield. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger. And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
.133 left here in the 4th quarter. Back to Markkanen. Out to Carter. Beyond the arc. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Back to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Shoots over White. Fox, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Outside, White. Back to Levine. Right wing. Takes a 3. Markkanen from outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Sacramento making a switch here. Timeout called by the Kings. They're leading by 5. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
.29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Fox. .16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Markkanen pulls it in. On the wing, Levine. From deep 3-point range. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Shot from the inbound. It's off. So the Kings win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about